Here we go, Side MMA. My name's Sho.
And my name's Jay Cali. But pause. Wait a minute. Side, if you want it live,
What?
we need you to subscribe, bars.
You are?
You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, hit that bell, that ding, that ring-a-ding. You know what I'm
West
saying?
Coast.
Even leave a comment. We'd love to talk to you guys. Side up.
Alright, coming back with the co-main event, Deiveson Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno for the Flyweight Championship, and Mexico, stand up.
Viva la Mexico!
Boy got it done, son.
Yes, sir. The assassin baby.
Yup.
Goddamn.
Dude,
I feel like Moreno is like guy you see at Frankincense that has just all the collectibles you'd want. And he's just happy to have them.
his room is sick.
I know.
His room has the shit that
Like-
I would want as a child.
Like you'd be hard pressed to convince me that he's one of the baddest motherfuckers in the world at fighting.
1,000%.
You know, he's just so sweet
He's such a nice guy.
and such a goofball.
But see, that's where I think in the beginning of the whole UFC countdown embedded, I was afraid for Brandon because, dude, I feel like he was kind of talking shit, right?
Yeah, he was.
And he was talking shit on Figueiredo and about their last fight. And, the whole time you could just see Figueiredo was like, I'm just going to fucking knock him out,
Yeah,
right?
and it's just hilarious because in the embeddeds, everyone is training relentlessly. It's like, boom, training, Figueiredo, training. Brandon, these are my Legos? These are my Funko Pops?
Yeah. No, but see, and also this is what I thought was hilarious is that, during the pre-fight press conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they're asking Moreno all these questions, right? I was just thinking, Deiveson has no idea what they're saying to him, right?
Yeah.
So in his mind, all he's thinking is that Brandon's just talking mad shit.
Yeah, because since he did it already,
Yeah, exactly.
he's just assuming that's all he's doing right now.
So the whole time
Yeah.
you're just sitting there listening to something you can't
Yeah,
understand.
they're such polar opposites. You know, Figueiredo's like, he learned how to fight from the animals. You know,
Yeah.
he rides bulls and shit.
Dude, Luta Majoara, they posted a video, UFC posted a video. Dude, they're imitating bulls.
Yeah, that's how that wrestling style works.
That's fucking crazy.
crazy.
It's so intense. And then going into this, they said that Deiveson, might have been compromised in their first fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
He apparently had to go to the hospital before that.
With the stomach issue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then coming into the actual fight, he said that, he wasn't feeling 100%.
Yep.
And they were, he's a big dude.
Yeah. Dude, he always has trouble making 125.
Yeah.
He's like 5, yeah, how tall is he? 5'5"?
5'5".
Yeah, bro. Should be a bantamweight. Let's be real. When he does make the weight, he just has that massive size advantage on his opponents. And with his wrestling and grappling style, plus just the touch of death that he has in his hands for that weight, which is so rare, he's just such a problem for anybody in that division.
No, for sure. And like we talked about, it's the fighters that are really good at striking plus another thing, wrestling or jiu-jitsu.
Dual threat is really all you need in MMA to be dominant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he has that. So going in, I was like, dude, Brandon, I was a little afraid.
A little scared, yeah.
You know what I mean? But dude, what did Brandon show us?
Bro, he just showed masterful performance. I do have to say, so I feel like the major flaws that Figueiredo showed in the first fight was, one, I think he got scared by how gassed he got. Because he was definitely, in a lot of the exchanges in the later rounds of that first fight,
he was fading.
You just see how much he was fading.
Right.
And then meanwhile, Brandon was able to just put more and more onto the pedal and then kind of amp up his volume and his power.
Right.
And then the second thing Figueiredo did wrong was he underestimated Brandon's ability to hurt him.
Right.
So he was just really showing no regard of the type of danger that Brandon could present him. It was just walking towards him, trying to walk him down.
Right.
So right away in the beginning of this fight, he showed a lot of hesitation, but not scared hesitation, calm demeanor as a champion, just waiting for the right moment.
Right. And dude, and that was where I think that, he, right off the bat, first round, Brandon Moreno was way more active.
Yes.
He was utilizing that jab, doubling it up, and he was connecting with him.
Yeah.
And I think Figueiredo just wasn't able to just, get anything off. He just seemed like he was just, stuck,
Yeah, and he could just tell that, he might have been carrying a little bit of that fear of that first fight with him.
Right.
But how crazy was that knockdown in the first round?
Dude, yes.
Yeah, Brandon just landed a jab
as he was coming.
Yeah.
But again, we saw this with the Kamaru Usman versus Masvidal, right? That fucking going in for the hook, and he wasn't expecting
that
it.
That check hook will make or break you. Yeah. It really will. And then what it is like, we were talking about this earlier, it's not even necessarily the momentum that knocks you out. I think it's the building up of potential energy before it becomes kinetic energy. And then as you're building up all that potential energy, as soon as something touches your button, all of that is released onto you.
Right.
So Figueiredo was loading up a check hook, and all it took was a really stiff jab from Brandon to sit him down.
It was clean.
It was crazy. It was clean. And then you see him catch it, then the check hook kind of fades, and then he falls. It's fucking crazy.
See, I think that Brandon, to me, reminds me of Spider-Man. He, like, has that childish demeanor.
Dude,
he was able to
that's pretty good example, actually. But he has that childish demeanor. Like, at the end of the day, he's a kid. But he's a fucking dope superhero.
And, you know, he almost seems like he had a sense of where to strike and get Davison exactly where he needed him to be, right? And really, Davison was stuck. You know why? Because he was doing the fucking spiderwebs, dude. It was just such a beautiful performance.
And then he just has that fucking Mexican grit and heart to where, like, he will show you like no amount of space. He's gonna be on you all the time. And it was crazy to see that because he was willing to like entertain Davison in the grappling exchanges. And he actually got better of him in a lot of them.
No, and exactly. And not just that, even the striking exchanges. When Davison goes and digs to the body, he had zero face. You couldn't even tell that he just got hit with a really strong body shot, right? Which was, again, another fear that like Davison could put him out.
Yeah, that's just the thing with Davison. Like, at 125, which is, like, the rarest thing to have at that division since they're so light, he has that, like, 24/7 night-night power.
He's got that
He's like Alaska, you know? Alaska during the nighttime season, where they have just, like, 23 hours of nighttime. That is Davison Figueiredo. That's what he has in his hands. He got them Alaska hands, baby.
It's just always nighttime for him. But yeah, no, exactly. Brandon Moreno, so that was the first round, right? He was able to knock him down. Second round, I think Davison felt that and was a little bit more active. He started coming out more, right? And that was where we're like, oh shit, he's going to sit down on his punches and start going for it. And, you know, really Brandon was able to trade and not really take a step back, you know?
Yeah.
He was able to just keep moving forward.
Yeah, he was just really comfortable in his fundamentals. That jab is thing of beauty, man.
Yeah.
He was able to land that over and over. But, I mean, let's just get into the finish, man.
Yo. So, third round comes up. I think Brandon Moreno surprised all of us.
Yes.
None of us realized that he had the fucking power and the jiu-jitsu skills.
Yeah, just the grappling strength.
Right.
In order to pull that off must have been insane.
This was almost like reminiscent of Khabib's final fight against Justin Gaethje, where you're kind of like, where the fuck did you learn how to do that? right?
Yeah.
Because he came in with the overhand right and then goes instantly into the takedown. And then it was so quick, the way that he took his back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he just gives you no space. Especially since they're light, those scrambles are quick. I think even DJ said that when he was champ. It's like, a lot of being in 125 is being able to, like, master the scramble.
Right.
Master, like, getting the better position out of a scramble. And, like, Brandon got his back right away. It's crazy how fast he got his hooks in, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, boom, hooks in.
It reminds me of, you know, in Looney Tunes or any of those cartoons when they start doing the fucking
like
tornado. Yeah, tornado, just chaos, and all of a sudden something happens, they stop, dusk settles. Basically, that was what happened. Fucking crazy scramble, and all of a sudden you just see Brandon on his back, fucking locked in, and he goes for the fucking rear naked choke.
Yeah, goes for the rear naked. You know, to Davidson's credit, he defends it for a little bit.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think Davidson hasn't really probably spent a lot of time in, like, danger positions because I feel like Brandon was just able to soften him up real quick and then sink the choke in real fast.
Right.
You know? I think, like, if Davison had probably practiced... You know, when you're that guy, when you're the man with the fucking iron hands... and the grappling strength, you're not really thinking about the bad things that could happen to you. I think
that's what I was also thinking. It's like, because Davidson's so good at jiu-jitsu, and because that's his bread and butter,
he didn't entertain the idea that
he could possibly get submitted by Brandon, right? And then Brandon's like, let me fucking trick card, you know what I mean? He just
You've activated my trap card.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu. Yeah. That's why you need to practice like the fucking Danaher Death Squad, man. Like, those guys, they start their practice in bad positions, like with their back taken, and so that they could like train being calm in bad positions. But, you know, Brandon got that choke in.
He pulled it out.
And it was just like crazy how that shit happens, because I feel like we need to note Brandon was a contestant in the Ultimate Fighter, right? And he lost his entry round. So to come from losing your Ultimate Fighter fight to getting a contract anyway, and now he's the champion, like, that's the ultimate fucking Cinderella story.
Not only that, he lost fights, got kicked out of the UFC, became the LFA champion to come back.
Oh, dude, that's right.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Cinderella story.
This is fucking grit.
Oh my gosh.
We talk about this every episode.
MMA movie.
Brandon Moreno, he clawed his way from the fucking ashes.
Yes, sir.
And rose up.
And you know what? Mexico, stand up. Viva la Mexico. Si se puede.
Dude.
You guys got a champion. Fucking crazy,
fucking
man.
Firstborn Mexican champion. Brandon, baby assassin Moreno gets it done. Seriously, stand the fuck up. Congrats.
Yup.
And I think now, what do you think is gonna happen? Who does he have to fight in the next flyweight division?
I mean, I think it just has to be Askarov.
Yes.
You know, unfortunately, the flyweight division is like one of the more shallow ones. There's not much competition there for him.
Right. But Askarov did come off the win
of Joey B.
Yeah. He drawed Moreno.
Yeah.
In their fight. So I guess it only makes sense.
And he beat the guy that beat Brandon before. He beat Pantoja.
Right. So I think that...
We should never do MMA math. But we're doing it!
But it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. But, you know, commenters, let us know. Who do you think Brandon Moreno should fight next? Did we get it right? And what did you think of the fight?
Maybe Henry could come back, entertain a flyweight fight with Brandon Moreno.
I don't know. Henry's getting a little heavy.
American-Mexican versus Mexican-Mexican. Or DJ could come back and then take the rightful throne that is his.
I don't know. I think DJ's too used to throwing knees on the grounded opponent.
Yeah, he's going to do it by accident.
He's going to do it.
Oh, shit! Wrong rules!
I know. Fuck! So...
But, man, super stoked for you, Assassin, baby.
Yeah.
You know, shouts out. You know, get a Funko Pop. Celebrate.
I know.
Get some Legos.
I hope they make a Funko Pop of you.
Bro, they're going to do it.
Dude,
they have to.
They have
him
to.
with the belt, baby. Maybe even a Lego set of him with him in the belt. Make it happen.
Brandon Moreno. Fuck yeah.